Hi, welcome to the present session. So in this video, we are going to see the previous year questions. Okay, so few previous year questions of the UGC NET paper 1. So these questions came in 2021, guys. And so first of all, welcome to NTA UGC NET paper 1 YouTube channel. So if you are not yet subscribed the channel, then please do subscribe now and then share this YouTube channel link in your respective groups. Why? Because this channel is completely dedicated for the paper 1. So here the revision sessions, PYQ sessions as well as the MCQ sessions are going on. So it will be very much helpful to you, to the candidates who are preparing for the UGC NET examination, especially for the paper 1 in the English language. Okay, and also let's start the session, guys. So we're going to start the session with this question. So first read the question here and pause the video, so off the answer, and then resume the video to check the correct answer. Fine. So coming to the statement 1 here, a holistic and multidisciplinary education aims to develop the intellectual, aesthetic and social, physical, emotional and moral capacities of the students. So multidisciplinary education and the holistic, so both these two are the positive way in the education system, right? And it is going to cover the intellectual things of the students in a all around way. Okay, that means in a multi dimensional way. So definitely this multidisciplinary educations will develop the intellectual, social, physical, emotional, all these things will develop. Okay, and emotional intellectualities also will be developed in the students. Fine. So we can take statement 1 is a correct one. Coming to the statement 2, in 21st century, persons requires only intellectual capacity to be successful. So here, whenever the only is mentioned, then we need to check. Okay, mostly we need to check. Why? Because in 21st century, not only in 21st century, in most of the cases, only intellectual capacity, only emotional intelligence, only social type of things will not work out. Okay, it is a combination of each and everything must be there: attitude, character, okay, so belief and motivation and intellectual capability, emotional intelligence, all these things must be included. Fine. So we can take the statement 2 as a wrong. So based upon this one, option 3 can be taken as a correct answer. Fine. Next, what is the name of for the type of checklist or a rating scale that express the criteria on some point scale to determine the quality of the performance of a student? Okay, that means to determine the performance of a student in any examination or else of any one program or the course, out of all these four, which one is the rating scale or else the checklist can be used? Okay, so while coming to here, you may check on that choice assignment rubric. That means here the correct option is the rubric, guys. So if you are having any query that what is the rubric here, means based upon the rubric, okay, here a few points will be there. So quality of content 20 points, visual support 20 points, accuracy or the facts 60 points will be there. So excellent, proficient, approaching and below, okay, all these things can be given to the students based upon their performance. Okay, so if the student is getting the 60 points, okay, and the 20 points here and 20 points here, then we can take that the student's performance is excellent. Okay, so these points also depends upon how the student expressed the concept in their own words. Okay, what about the visual included in that assignment content, and how the grammar in the spoken or written words is accurate. Okay, so all these things must be clearly checking. Fine. So based upon these things, we are going to get the rubrics, and based upon the rubric, we are going to evaluate the performance of the students very clearly in the multidimensional way. Okay, so this can be taken as a rubric, guys. Fine. So here the option 2 can be taken as a correct answer. Next, coming to the next question. International Solar Alliance Framework Agreement entered into the force in the year of. On this International Solar Alliance, we got a lot of questions in the previous UGC NET exam also. So as per my point of view, it is very, very important point, and please have a look here. Paris Declaration on the International Solar Alliance of 30th November 2015. So here the launch of this ISA was announced by the Mr. Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, okay, and Mr. Hollande, former Honorable Prime Minister, President of France, on 30th November 2015 at the 21st session of United Nations Climate Change Conference of the Parties, 21st century. It's also very important, COP in Paris, France. Okay. So former the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon attended the launch alongside the heads of 120 nations who affirmed their participation in alliance to dedicate efforts for promotion of the solar energy. Okay, so these points are very very important, guys. So please make a note of this one. And here the year is 2015 and the month and date is 30th November 2015. Okay, so we can take option A as a correct answer. Next, what is the name of the mental process that assists learners to reflect on their thinking by internalizing, understanding, and recalling the content to be learned? Okay, so that means reflection of their thinking, understanding, recalling, all these things comes under the mental process. Okay, some kind of psychological process. Okay, so out of all these four options, which one is perfectly suitable to this mental process? Okay, reflecting on their thinking. So here, whatever the options given there, just have a look on that one. Metacognition is nothing but the process of thinking about one's own thinking and the learning. That means if you are thinking about your thinking and your way of learning, it is called as a metacognition. Okay, and it is intentional thinking about how you think and learn. Next, coming to the peer tutoring, is that it is a teaching strategy that uses the students as a tutors. That means in the peer tutoring process, the teacher picks up few students, and those students will act like a tutors, and they'll start explaining the assignment or the concept, whatever given to them by the teacher. Okay, and here the student pairs might work on academic, social, behavioral, functional, or even social skills. There are many ways, different ways to pair the student. That means we can combine the two students or three students to teach about any one concept, and they are acting like a tutors. So from this way, they can able to master their subject and communication skills. Okay, all these things. And coming to the debriefing is a report of mission or the project or the information so obtained. It is a structured process. Okay, it follows an exercise or event that reviews the action taken. Okay, that means debriefing is nothing but report. Whatever the mission or the project is there, which was already done, based upon, already done mission or the project, we are forming one report. In brief, it is called as a debriefing. Fine. So now, after looking at all these points, we can tell that here the metacognition is the correct answer, which is going to talk about the mental process or the thinking of the students, how they are thinking and how they are learning. Okay, so option 1 can be taken as correct answer. Next, in Banabhatta's Kadambari, good education has been described as having the knowledge of 64 kala or arts. Among these 64 kala, which among the following subjects were included? So total, in our ancient India, or else as per the Banabhatta's Kadambari education, so total 64 number of arts are there. Okay, so if the people has to survive, okay, for their survival purpose, out of this 64 arts, they have to choose any one. Okay, and what are the 64 arts they mentioned here? That means the 64 arts includes what? Only, okay, arts, vocational course, and medicine. Okay, here the three things are mentioned. So here if you check at the fourth option, arts, vocational courses, engineering, medicine, mathematics, science, and many other subjects. Okay, many other subjects. So this question is clearly reflecting that we can take the option 4, because option 4 is perfectly reflecting many other subjects, means it includes all the 64 subjects or the colors. Okay, so we can take option 4 as a correct answer. Got it? So these are the questions I took in this session, guys. So to get the few more questions also, I will come up in the next video. So subscribe the channel and then tap the bell icon, and I'm requesting you to that please share this video in your respective, this YouTube channel in your respective groups to get to maximize the views. Okay, thank you very much and all the best to the applicants.